Welcome, Divine. Welcome. Let's get right into it. Let's look at the Divine Feminine and Divine Masculine and see what we pick up in the energy. The Divine Masculine is doing a new thing. The Divine Feminine too. The Divine Feminine has sparked the new thing that the Divine Masculine is doing right now. Absolutely. I'm getting no longer go along with the tricks and schemes. No longer go along with the tricks and schemes. It seems as if the narcissistic behavior that was within the Divine Masculine energy, and I get that this can show up in the Divine Masculine dominant or the Divine Feminine dominant, because both energies are within. But I'm getting that those narcissistic traits are no longer welcome. Let's see how this happened. All right, it seems that the Divine Masculine energy picked up a lot of these traits from, I'm getting not able to trust, open to too many. So these are things that happen with the Divine Masculine at some point in time throughout life, that those that were close to that Divine Masculine energy, I'm getting that abandoned, rejected, disappointed. So at that point in time, the Divine Masculine was abandoned. And in that energy of abandonment, the Divine Masculine developed a system. And with that system, the Divine Masculine said, I will not be left again because I won't show up. I won't show up. That's what I'm getting in that energy. And I'm getting that this is known as the masking, but it's also known as kind of those narcissistic traits that so many talk about. It's like, where did all these people come from who have these narcissistic traits? And there's so much said about how being in relationship with someone with those traits can really be a challenge. Well, many on the divine union journey come across these traits. And what I'm getting is that the Divine Masculine energy said, I was open. I was open and I trusted. And I was me. And I was abandoned. I was hurt. So I won't do that anymore. I won't allow myself to be left. So what happened was, it seems as if the Divine Masculine set up this trend of not having any boundaries. Not having any boundaries. And it ended up being this horrible thing for the Divine Masculine, because it's as if I won't be left, but I'm attached to everything, but I'm not really connected to anything. So you'll find in many of the Divine Masculines that they have these loose boundaries. And with those loose boundaries, what that looks like is that they keep attached to this person, keep attached to that person, keep attached to that person. That person needs them, that person needs them, that person needs them, that person needs them. Yeah. And as long as they're needed, they can't be left. As long as they're dependents, then they won't be abandoned or rejected. So the Divine Masculines developed a system, and they said, this is going to work. So I won't ever be left again. I won't ever be disappointed again. So the Divine Masculines opened up these avenues of attachments to many, many people. And with those many people that they open those attachments up to, those people need. So that keeps the people dependent on the Divine Masculine for something of the other. And it gave that sense of value and that sense of security that the divine masculine wanted to never experience those abandonment and rejections that they felt that they experienced before in life. Yeah. So you'll see all kinds of attachments that were with the divine masculine energy. I mean, I'm getting multiple attachments to intimate partners, multiple attachments within family, multiple attachments within friendships, multiple attachments within community. And it was never an evaluation of whether or not they served. And that's the new thing that the divine masculine energy is doing right now. It's saying, wait a minute. I have all of these attachments to me, and they all need me. But is it serving me? The divine masculine is waking up to himself. Yeah, that energy is waking up. And it's saying, wait a minute. I still feel alone. Yeah. I may not have been abandoned again, but I haven't connected again either. I haven't connected again either. So there's been these falsified, unnatural relationships between the divine masculine energy and many people. And it's going to show up in the feminine as well. There's dominant feminine as well if it's strong. And the divine masculine energy I'm getting that's really handling and tackling that right now in the collective. Yeah. And that divine masculine energy is saying, no, I'm still alone. Everybody needs me, but I'm still alone. So they're feeling those pains and those wounds. We're in that justice period where everything is coming forth and people are being able to see. And they're seeing with that clear sight in a way of this is what I really have going on. And it's causing some questions to be asked. And when the divine masculine energy asks that question, the divine masculine is left in sorrow with I have very, very little when I thought I had a lot. Very, very little. Yeah. So what's happening? The divine masculine is determined that I would like to have that genuine connection, that I would like to have that reciprocal relationship with someone, that I don't want to fear that I will be left to the point that I never join with anyone, that I keep the loneliness from the past and it keeps going with me. The only thing about that is that the divine masculine developed a lot of ways about the divine masculine in order to be in that place that the divine masculine was in. I mean lies, I mean schemes, I mean trickery, I mean all kinds of things. Everything to cover the divine masculine from actually being the divine masculine's true essence and being of self. So many woes, so many woes. Yeah. So the divine masculine wasn't necessarily left per se, that they were, how can I say it? That even if something didn't work, they said they didn't get my true self. So they also developed an in and out way about themselves, which is, I don't get too settled in, and that's another way I won't be abandoned. So the divine feminine energy has supported the divine masculine majorly in this way. The divine feminine energy has stepped in and said, I will not accept those ways. I will not accept those ways for the love of myself and for the love of you, because those ways continue a web of pain that I won't endure, and neither should you. The divine feminine and the divine masculine are creating an atmosphere in which those traits are no longer welcome in relationship union. It's caused quite a square. I'm getting, oh wow. Quite a scurry. I see the divine masculine. It's just quite a scurry with the divine masculine. Because they're like, now I have to learn new ways. But it's not difficult in the way it was before. What we have right now in this new birthing and new energy, with the divine masculine energy being able to see that those ways aren't serving. And not only that, there's this added piece that I'm getting in that's really sealing the deal for change here, in a way that these traits, these narcissistic, selfish type traits, were not something that the divine masculine energy could get rid of. It was a part of their protection. It was what they needed to not be abandoned or hurt again, you know? But something new is coming in, and it's that being able to see the divine masculine energy is discovering that that type of behavior has also brought about relations with the same type of behavior. That they've recognized that they've been in karmic cycles with those in relationship, that if they don't show up within themselves, then the other person doesn't show up within themselves. And they've created consistent pain. And this is the big change. The divine masculine is looking at karmic cycles and karmic relationships, and they're recognizing the behavior and the partners that they have aligned themselves with in previous and current. And they're looking at their behaviors. And in looking at their behaviors, they're determining that they no longer want to be treated that way. And in determining that they no longer want to be treated that way, they're also recognizing that they have to shed that mask and behavior themselves. That they've been in relationships with many people that they showed up on the outside, and I'm getting, oh, they seem spiritual. Oh, they seem so smart. Oh, they are so fine. Oh, they are so nurturing. Oh, they seem like they'll be a good mother and a good father. And everything was superficial. Everything was on the external. And the divine masculine determined that once I began to get to know this person, I discovered that they were not that at all. They're recognizing in the divine feminine energy, which that this is a feminine that has showed up that doesn't seem like it has a lot of those outside coverings. In fact, a lot of things that the divine feminine energy is showing up in as self goes against the grain. So the divine masculine struggled previously to see because they were looking external versus internal. Now the divine masculine is developing that intuitive spiritual nature. So they're being able to see, when I say see, they're seeing in that way. And they're able to see that what shines within to the external out. Yeah. So they're able to see, and that seeing in the difference is also allowing them to see what is required to be in connection with the difference. And in connection with the difference, the divine masculine is saying that I no longer want to be aligned with someone who's wearing a mask. So that means that I can no longer wear a mask. And in removing that mask, it says that I am living in truth. And in living in truth means that the divine masculine energy is moving into the space where they're able to be honest versus telling the lies that is familiar with the narcissistic personality traits. Those lies were a part of keeping the mask and not being vulnerable enough to be ever hurt again. The divine feminine energy and the divine masculine energy, this union is transforming relationship in a way that those who previously had those selfish and narcissistic traits about them are being able to relinquish them. And taking down the mask, they're able to be honest. This is causing something that hasn't happened until this time. And being able to shed the mask and be honest in the divine masculine energy, they're showing up as their real selves. And in showing up as their real selves, they're able to receive that reflection back and fall in love for the first time. See, any union, quote, relationship that was previously held was not true self. It was not a relationship in which falling in love was truly possible. You see, it always had to be one space out, and that's either mentally, emotionally, spiritually, or physically. There always had to be one space out. Whether physically, there had to be multiple partners. Whether spiritually, emotionally, there had to be some type of disconnect or some type of trickery going on, so there can't be a full connection of emotions. And mentally, there was some type of game going on that allowed a force of control. All of that to make sure that the real true self wasn't present. And if the real true self wasn't present, then it didn't allow what is the beauty of unions, which is that deep connecting love that abounds. We've moved into the season. Well, those who have carried around those narcissistic traits for protection that have harmed many are falling in love for the first time because they can put down their armor. And in putting down their armor, they show up as their real selves. And showing up as their real selves, they align with people who are showing up in their true selves. And they recognize in that spacing that there's safety. It's a beautiful thing that's happening. The golden mission is union within self, then union with others. It was a pleasure connecting with you. Yes, I've completed doctoral studies in counseling, education, and supervision. Yet it was only a bridge into who I truly am as a metaphysician. I get to look at the principles of the mind and beyond, looking at the spiritual thread, and to discovering the blocks within self and situations. If you desire a personal read into your situation or a guidance session with me, go to LetitiaRay.com or click the link in the description below. Thank you all who have purchased my book, Generations Hold to Goal, Judy Walk, the one I had no idea I was writing about the divine union until I connected on YouTube. I'm grateful for you. Everyone who has subscribed, commented, emailed, I'm grateful for you. Questions? Keep them coming.